Okay, Assalamualaikum.
So
How
we're
is
ready to start.
everyone?
Okay.
How's everyone doing? Everyone okay today?
Yes, so we have Mr. Wolf today. So this kicks off. Kita ada 3-day. Oh, this kicks off a 3-day class session. So we'll just review on trading forex and indices. Saturday is trading cryptos. Sunday depends. We could do a class on how we're going to build a sell so that people can enjoy trading without any capital. Okay. Again, without any capital doesn't mean it's free. Free means you do not have to come up with capital, but you still need to do work. And if you want to do it yourself, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's not very clever. It's better to distribute out the work within a cell and then you just share in the spoils of victory. That's what I think. Because some rewards are huge, some rewards are small. So if you are trying to do all, which you cannot do all, because no one can do all, then you pick some. If you don't do it in the team and you pick some of it, you might only pick those that do not make a lot of money. Whereas if you are in the team, someone might hit pay dirt. So you share, then you share. If everyone hits pay dirt, then everyone shares in the spoils of victory. I think that's the way to do it. So now my passion is really helping people make money without money. I think that one is a very neat. First, of course, we started out, we help people make money with a little money, and now we've become even more obscene. We teach people how to make money without money. So this is the session where you can see Mr. Wolf here. He's only 21. He's 21, right? Dah balik
22. Ya, dah balik.
Dah balik dah. Alhamdulillah dah balik. Takut tak balik tadi. Ni bapak dia main soal kita lah kan. Are we on?
Yep.
Yeah, we're not muted, right? Okay, hi guys. So, yeah, what's the chat? Okay, cool. Everyone's cool. Okay, so, get this up. Okay. So we are all about making money without money now. We want to reduce the dependence on money to make money. Of course, if you have money, it's better, and if you have money, then the strategy of making money without money only reduces your risk. So let's go to the first slide here. Okay, I'm the founder of Jemaah dan Trader. Shukri, thank you very much. I was CEO of a company working under a billionaire. That was good. That was kind of good. People ask me how, if you want to be rich, what do you do? My answer is simple. Go work with someone rich. Go work with someone rich. If he doesn't want to pay you, work for him for free. Seriously. Because I think my life changed when I started working for someone rich. It's very easy. Tony Robbins calls this modeling. You want to be rich, you model the rich person, and then you just space repetition. You repeat the process until you're good. And that is something that I can attest to that really works. So I've made ringgit 1 million in 5 different ways. I'm not counting my inheritance, okay, because it's the issue account. If you include my inheritance, probably 6, maybe 7, I don't know, but at least 5. Okay, we are on our evolution now. I think the business has changed a lot since we went last year with crypto. We have changed the business a lot since 2016. Being in the investment field, the crypto field is not easy because the strategies need to change, but we have been changing a lot. We started out this business teaching forex, then teaching shares, then teaching indices, then teaching cryptos. And with that, I think the foray into crypto has been most successful because you need small capital to make large amounts of money in crypto. And now we have even changed our business model to making money without even any capital. So I would say that in JDV, we are the guys, there are 3 ways to make money here. First, you make money with money. When you do this, I've always said that you should make money with small amounts of money. Don't try to put the whole, don't park your whole bank account in there because it's very dangerous and you might lose it all. But if it's a small amount of money and it goes up by a lot, then you can work from there, because the idea is to let your seed capital, I'm not going to even call it capital in crypto, because I think it's wrong that you bring capital into crypto. You bring capital into the stock market, you bring capital into the forex market, but you don't bring capital into crypto, you bring seed into crypto. Then that explodes, and now you have your capital which came from the seed. So at the end of the day, you are still good. I'm pretty much an old economy guy. I put my money a lot in property because I feel safe there. So one way is, again, you have seed money. The second way is you get you do something called proof of love, because crypto is now merging with internet marketing. So even in the next cell that we build that will help people share in the effort to get tokens or money without any money, we are looking for good internet marketers. Okay, I think internet marketers are very important to us because they know about the strategy of advertising and all that. So a good internet marketer, you have to be a good writer, you have to be a good illustrator, you have to be a good critical thinker. That is how you get free tokens, but that's a lot of work to do. For Wolf case, you have to be a good dancer. He's also been practicing a lot of dancing. So if you get into a team, then it becomes much easier, okay, and you get it much faster. And if you look in our group, we have a new group called JDB Airdrops. Contact Wolf if you're not in there yet. And you can see that group is moving very fast. There are opportunities all over the place. I also headache, I also cannot catch everything. I catch only the important ones. But if you are in a team and you distribute the work out, then one part of the team can handle a little bit. And I think that is really the way to go now. So that's the second way is, of course, we make money without, our third way is also making money without any money, because we have just started our ICO advisory business. We already have a client now. We are coaching other clients, and of course, if you are, it's not selling ILEO, I think that's not really, not accurate, okay, not accurate. Because selling ILEO is, and I have to be honest about it, selling ILEO or selling the saliva is very condescending. It's like you don't know anything and then we're selling that. That's wrong. We are selling our experience. We are selling our experience of being early in the field, of being studious, of being looking at so many ICOs, looking at so many white papers, of knowing what kind of works. And again, in crypto, everything changes. Yeah, you don't know what's hot and you know what's not. But we have seen anything. We know what kind of works. We know what does not work, or what kind of does not work. So we can adjust the strategy very, very well. And that's what we do. And of course, we are the real guys that have made 20K to 4 million. 2K to 112K. So that is a lot of experience, okay? And 70K someone made without any capital. So definitely we know what we're doing. So that is the experience that we are selling as ICO advisors. So definitely a journey into Jemaah dan Media is not necessarily a journey of trading that you know. It's more general, call it a journey of wealth creation in a new world, okay? And this is a new world. And in this world, the young kid who was a punk before now becomes the blue-eyed boy of the family. Of your girl, you become the blue-eyed girl of the family. We're proud of our name, our good friend here, Mr. Wolf here, and you know, now people also want to make him their son-in-law. So one day we're going to have a reality show and we'll sell who and most eligible bachelor, making 56 times in 3 months. He's become the most eligible bachelor some more. And some more, not Malaysian some more. I don't know why you travel so fast. Yeah, like that also. Wow, so fast are you? You've been putting your pictures in dating sites.
No. I'm the loyal type.
So that's what I say. When we go into crypto, and then emphasize this, the difference between, because a lot of people don't understand the difference between crypto and traditional investment like stocks or forex or whatever you're doing, index. When I go into stocks, forex or index, I want to make a return while protecting my capital. Okay, when I go in, and that is to enhance my life. Enhance, American, like enhance. If you're British, you speak like enhance my life. That's fine. Now, when I go into crypto, I am looking for a life-changing experience. It should change my life. Okay, now there's a very difference here. Now, if you want to change your life, you can't afford to put a lot of capital in, or it will change your life the other way, you know. It's not transformative. It destroys you. Okay, it destroys you. So when you go into crypto, you want it to transform your life. So you got to put in a small amount. Okay, or you put in a small amount and it grows, and then you work with your capital that grows back. You don't need to put any more capital in, because if you go in big, the problem is you are very, very greedy, and greed overcomes you. And then if the markets go down, you are going to suffer. Okay, you might even be hit with an attack of confidence such that you cannot trade anymore. Okay, so again, crypto is where you put small. Now, small is relative, you know. Like Wolf put in his entire fortune of 2,000 ringgit in there. Of course, and you're Wolf and you're young, I guess you can afford to put in your entire fortune, okay? But when you're older and you have assets, you do not put in your entire fortune. In fact, I always say that I only put in the crypto market about 1/4 of what I normally would put in the stock market. That's what I do. I'll never put in more than 1/4 of what I have in the stock market in the crypto market. If it's 1/5, it's even better, because they tend to grow very fast. Okay, so when you grow fast, you then are in a new situation where you don't even need to put in new capital anymore. It tends to grow and grow. And that's what we came up with our Maganda strategy. Now we even have a crazier strategy now that allows you to make money without money, which is crazy. Go back to the slides then. Okay, yeah, so you know, we're in our evolution. That's why we're going to advisory business and all, because I think we paid our dues. Okay, so again, as you can see me in the sky there, I've been asked to take my, I went to skydive actually. Who am I? Yeah, I swam with a whale shark. Good thing I didn't get eaten. I've flown to the moon. I did my skydiving. Good thing I didn't fall down. Good thing the parachute came up. And there I was under the sea playing with the fish. Good thing the oxygen mask didn't do this, right? So even for me, it's transformative. I've now been asked by a good friend of mine to take a PIP. I'm saying, what's a PIP? Is that performance improvement plan? It's a pilot license. So you understand, it's very transformative, because when you become big in crypto, not even big lah, when you consider yourself as being successful in crypto, you get contacts, you get a new set of friends. Not that I'm asking you to get more friends, but this is a chance so I have a group, so I can bring the whole group up with me. And as well as it's transformative, right? It's transformative, because if you talk to me just 2 years ago, you said skydiving, I said you're going to get performance improvement plan. That was my thinking. I was doing very well, right? But even for me, that knows a lot of rich people, it's very, very transformative for me also. So I hope you have the same, you have the same that we all have, especially if you go to the next slide. So again, focusing on financial freedom. Okay, so I just want to teach people my passion of teaching people to make money without my hey. I'm saying my vows there to help freedom, to help people get financial freedom. Okay? Really, my goal is to help people get financial freedom. That was in Gold Coast, so that they can live their life to the fullest. And I believe that everyone at a certain time deserves played again.
All your goals and missions are integrated.
Whereas,
Look at that view. Flying without wings, okay? Yes, my mission. Look at that view. Flying without wings, okay? Yes, my mission in life is to provide financial freedom to all of you so that you may live life to the fullest. But finish, live it on the air, guys. Live it on the air. Nothing to do. Do what you want. Just chase your dreams, okay? Don't give up. And if you're afraid to die, then all your goals and missions are integrated into your mental mind here. But man, this, man, you guys feel it. It's something that you never feel it. My first time free fall. Okay,
it's a free fall. So hopefully when I drive a plane, when I'm flying a plane up there, please don't come in. So yeah, again, that was me. That was in Gold Coast. I just finished a course by Tony Robbins, Destiny. So now I'm booking my date. Very good course. It teaches you how to be in a peak state and why you get be a trader. Also, you have to be in a peak state. You have to be in a peak state means you're fit, you're very happy, you get your emotions under control. Now let's see my pilot license because I have a vow that I forgot to make. I wanted to make another vow that I'm going to marry 4 women at a time. But it didn't happen, so maybe the next time. Okay, next page. Okay, so let's start. So okay, come down further. So this one we went off. We already went to the slides last week, but I just want to show you in terms of where we are now. Yeah, so hype. There's a lot of hype on Bitcoin before, and now there's no hype. A lot of people are asking, is this going to go on? I believe so, yes. Okay? Now, those of you that are young might not understand it. Those of you that are older, sorry. Now we're all young, yeah. Those of you that are more mature will probably understand. If you look back to the year 1999, 1997, 1998, remember at that time the internet was just beginning, okay? From 1999 to 2000, the Nasdaq doubled from 2005 to 5,000. Before that, it was just going only a little bit in a year. Suddenly shoots up. Of course, we have .com bust, but it's the same thing repeated, okay? And I think this thing will go on because we are so early in this blockchain thing. We're not even halfway there. I mean, for example, you guys know, right? People are talking about Bitcoin payment, Bitcoin based bank, and all that. Not yet. Only at a time when we have the technology where then I think it's possible. Now look at last year, right? Look, remember during the hype of the Bitcoin in December and January, at that time, if you want to send a transaction in Bitcoin, it cost you like $40, it would take even 1 day. Now, how can you buy something in Bitcoin that long? So you know that this thing is just starting. Okay? That's why they have maybe had a 4.0 cash and then there's other efforts, Lightning Network on Bitcoin to accelerate the payment process, right? And now it's back to normal. So you actually in Australia here, you actually can pay Bitcoin. I met someone yesterday who, in the early days of Bitcoin, Ubud is in Bali. There was actually a big ecosystem there that used Bitcoin, okay, for payment and all that. You know what Bali is all about? It's all where you have all these entrepreneurs and all these what do you call them? All these digital nomads, okay, digital nomads who stay there and start up businesses there, and they were all using Bitcoins until the Indonesian authorities came in and banned it. So I think we're still early in this game. Yeah, that's how the blockchain looks like. You're right there. Very, very, very funny thing, right? So we're still early in this game, but there are already a lot of new technologies coming up, like DAX, DAX is beyond blockchain. All these acrylic graphs that will allow you to transfer money less than a cent, okay? A fraction of a cent. It's not even a cent. It's less than a cent of US, which is good. And it happens so fast. So this is not even popular yet. I think that this market will go up until then. Of course, when we come in at that time, I think that's the time to go out. But now, when things are not even proper, and I'm not talking about the market, I'm talking about things are not even proper in this space, I think there's a room to grow. Now, when things get proper and you see people migrating into blockchain by the courts, companies adopting blockchain or whatever, we know in markets past, that is the time to exit. Okay, guys, that is the time to say goodbye. I'll probably say goodbye before that, and as usual, when I issue my warning, nobody listens to me. But never mind, and I will tell you about the story about Darth Sidious afterward next. Okay, it is time to go into the market when you don't want to go to the market. And okay, go down. Let's see go down some more. Go down. Yeah. Okay, this is a very important chart. This is a chart of the booms, of the bubble. And you guys are lucky, okay, especially you young guys there, and you older guys that have young hearts like me, because my friend Badrul here is my batch, and he was quite impressed because I managed to how do you say it, to understand the younger generation. Macam muda pula kan. Luckily I'm not married, and then itulah ni apa ni abang ni dah tua dah macam muda pula kan. Because I got to, okay, because to be successful, I got to think like a young guy now, It's okay being old, okay, I'm old, saying that. But you got to think like a young guy now. You got to go back all the way to 1999, because, but whatever it is, this bubble that we are living now, and I think we all are so lucky to be living now, is the biggest bubble of all time. Never in the history of human beings. I don't know, maybe during Jurassic, ada kot, kan? But if you look at all the bubbles, okay, and this is the, this is my favorite chart. This is the tulip bubble. You see, it goes up like a vertical, and then it goes down. And then it goes up like many, many times before. Now, I don't know why it went down here, because I don't know, Google doesn't give the answer why it went down to 1636 or something. But you look at the NASDAQ here, it goes up and then it goes down. Same pattern here, right? And then it goes up again like a super rocket. Okay? Now, like a super rocket, it's when it goes crazy. Now, when it goes crazy like this, only a few are affected. Nobody in Grabs asks you to buy Ripple, right? I think when the guy in Grabs asks you to buy Ripple, or when the guy in Grabs asks you to buy a very weird coin like what? Kucoin or something, which he's not supposed to know, it's time to get out. But now there is ample room to run. And the next run, I believe, is going to be super duper huge here, okay? Super duper huge. There's going to be a lot of things that's going to happen that is going to be mind-blowing. And let me tell you an example of mind-blowing to me. For example, only last year, I came up with an ICO. An ICO is an initial coin offering. It allows a company to offer coins instead of stocks, okay? So you offer coins instead of stocks, and then they're listed on the exchange, like the crypto exchange. And then as they go up, then you make more money lah. So it was only last year, I think this was when, September or October, that this company came out. I know the name now, Electronium. Electronium came out and they offered mining on the phone, okay? Mining on the phone. It was a very novel concept then. So they came out with an ICO. It went up by 23 times. Although most of us sold at 5 times. Some sold at 2. Okay. But that was only September of last year. And yet in January or February this year, another company had already come out with a solution that made it even possible to mine on the phone. And it's ongoing now. They haven't launched an ICO, but you can already mine on the phone and actually earn points. Okay? So isn't that incredible? It's not even 1 year, I mean, the pace of this, I get headaches, man. I get goosebumps, the things that we thought we couldn't do, or the things that we thought was a pipe dream several months ago, some of the companies have made it into reality, and that you need to understand. That's why when we meet a 21-year-old, we cannot say, we older generation cannot say, hey, what do you guys know? What do you guys know? Well, I think they know. They may know something very, very big. Okay. That's why now he can talk to CEO last time. Oh,
Yesterday.
Yesterday, the CEO comes to him.
Director, CEO,
Correct.
General Manager.
What did you graduate in?
I graduated in cooking.
Cooking. Cooking. So you learn about all the menus and all that.
Yes.
You see, he's a cook. He's a cook. Where else can this happen when directors and CEO goes to see a cook? This is not for the canteen.
No.
It's not for the canteen.
Fine dining.
It is fine. It is incredible, right? Because suddenly the young guy now has a chance to conquer the world, just like in 1999. So in 1999 it was .com. Now it's .io. Okay. So you guys are smart. You guys would register your name with the IO. I think you should register wolf.io.
Sounds a good name.
It sounds like a name. Somebody steals it. Okay. So it is incredible. So I said there's one more run up. I don't know when it's going to happen. My opinion is 2020 looks like a good time to crash. So it goes up into 2020. Everyone's happy. Blockchain's going to conquer the world. Blah 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 blah. All the guys who don't believe it will be then rubbish, and then it comes down. So I think we got another good run of another 1.5 years. But even then, the story of Wolf isn't more incredible because he made 56 times when the market was going down. We're in the worst crypto crash, and Mr. Wolf here makes 56 times. Imagine if the market wasn't crashing. Mr. Wolf could easily have been a millionaire, you know, incredible as it may seem. Now, you might think that starting from 2,000 ringgit and going to a millionaire is totally impossible. I can tell you it is mission possible. And I'm going to tell you another story. And those of you who invested with me, I'm okay if you guys get out of this thing because you guys are going to cry, right? Remember that one of the first ICOs that we did last year was BIDE, B-I-D-E. That went up like 200 times. So 263 actually, to be exact, 263. So a 3,000 investment or a
2,000, that would be.
I don't even know how much. The 4,000 investment, 1 million. Possible, right? So if it's a bullish market, definitely Wolf could have easily been a millionaire, huh? So, but now, okay, before we start, okay, where's your slide? I want to give a piece of advice for Wolf. So see, crypto is about asymmetric trading. You really do not need to put in a lot of money in. You really need to put in small piece of money. You need to make the right bets. Okay, now that 500 USD to 25,000 USD. Easily, it could have been 250. Okay, because in a pump, everyone knows that 10 times is very easy. Okay, it's quite easy to go from 25 to 250. But now this is how you do it. See, because in crypto, again, you are investing in new companies. You are investing in companies that don't have track record. So some of them can do very well. Some of them will literally fail and not be around anymore by next year. In fact, there was an article which already said what 90% of ICOs fail, like 1 year ago, 1 year.
90%
fail. So you really can't hold on to all these crap tokens. They do go to zero, but the ones that really do well, really do well, and that's what you have to adjust the thinking. It's not easy. I think if you guys are younger, it's easier. If you guys are not as young, it's harder unless you experience the cycle of 1999, NASDAQ 1999, or even the cycle of 1996 in Malaysia when, 1996 is a time when the Malaysian stock market actually behaved like the crypto stock market. Second bot. So what Wolf now is going to the next cycle. This is how he should do it. So he obviously has made 110,000 ringgit net, okay, from his 2,000 investment. Now, in the traditional world like us, if we were living in the stock market, not the forex, but probably the stock market, we would probably be reinvesting about the 110,000 K. Okay, you'd be reinvesting there, trying to get dividend stocks and all that. This you do not do in crypto. This is how you should do it. He started with 2 grand, he then made 112 grand. He comes up with 110. The first thing he does, chop off 90K, keep in the bank. You give it all to your girlfriend?
No,
No.
I don't have one.
He doesn't have a girlfriend. See,
She's watching now.
he has been saved. So 90K he saved, and then he re-puts 220K back into the market. That's it. Do not put 110K back into the market thinking you're going to go to 10. Thinking you'll go to 1 million. Because I can tell you, you'll probably go back to 20K.
My 20K went down to 13.
See? Correct. So that 20K now, you target the next 200 and then you come to 1 million. That's how you do it. Okay, that's how you do it. Okay? So, any questions before we go to our very special session with Wolf? So he can tell you the formula that he uses, okay? The exact formula that he uses. No holds barred formula. You can ask him. Yes, he already told you he's available. You're still available, right?
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. What do you mean? You're still no. You still he's still available. I'm gonna make him available because we're gonna have a show soon. The most eligible crypto bachelor. I think I can make more money doing that than teaching people. You know? I'm never gonna do that. Okay, we are definitely gonna do that. And so, any questions for Wolf before we go to the next session? Are there any questions? Please ask. Then Wolf will tell you his exact formula. So this is a true story. Okay, it's an incredible story. You can replicate it because it is very easy. The formula he used was very simple, and which is what I say. You know, the hardest part of investing is always simplicity. And one of the successes of Wolf is he simplified it because he's a cook. So it is not true that you have to have investment background to do this. It is not true that you have to have a mathematical background like me to do this. You just have to have a simple mind to do this. Okay, to understand how the market works. Okay? Okay, dah apa soalan? Anything? Nothing? Okay. Yes. He's a chef. Okay, chef, take over, man.
Okay, everyone. So right now, I'd like to start on my story. Well, I don't call this an educational thing because I believe it's just by chance. Because to be honest, I would not think that 2K would be 100K. That is not possible. That
you guys
is
say it's
not
a scam,
possible.
right? You guys think it's a scam, right?
That is not possible.
That is not. Don't worry. Even I, you see this, I say, money.
Okay, so what started this? I was in the crypto market 2 years ago. At that time, Bitcoin was 5,000 ringgit. So I was, you know, I was looking at the graphs. At that time, it was so different. At that time, it was not in coordinate with Bitcoin. Right now, it is. Right now, meaning is when Bitcoin rises, everyone jumps. When Bitcoin drops, everybody drops. So I kind of found out a formula where if Bitcoin goes up, all the small ICOs will go up. And you know, ICO, they can go from 1 cent to 5 cent, 10 cent, no problem. But with Bitcoin from 10,000 to 20,000, it's really far gap. And if you reach it, you only get 2 times. But during the ICO, on the ICO, you can get more than 10 times during the Bitcoin pump only on 2x. Okay, I'll just start. Okay, this started with this dumb idea. My dumb idea was that I would draw a crypto J-curve. If you can see, this is a prediction on April that I draw. And then the X is the resistance line, or you can say this where it goes up. I'm sorry, I'm not good at trading. I don't even know those Fibonacci things. I just go for instinct and ICOs. Okay, so you can see all these X's are marked. These are actually my prediction on the bounces. As you can see, these are bounces, and these are drawn way like months ago. Okay, let's go to right now. So I kind of predicted this part. Kind of. I did not predict it like on the spot, but at least I timed the market like that. So I see these two. Because when you see these two, hopefully it's gonna jump back up and go like that. This is my prediction. In the office, I lukis like this, and then at that time it was like this, and then I was thinking, apa nak jadi after this? So I talked to myself. I used these 5 factors to gain my success. Okay, clear. Okay, let's go to the next slide.
Yeah, before that, just remember, he didn't have any background. Okay? It's not all those Fibonacci.
No, I don't know how to use all those things.
Doesn't know,
I don't
all
know.
those trend lines.
But I know the difference between 1 and 2.
Correct.
That's all I had.
And all he was waiting for, again, that's what I said, asymmetric trading. I just want one shot to the moon.
One. You just need one.
One shot. Okay? Continue.
Okay.
Then you see how he made it 56 times.
Okay, so the main factor of this uprise, I have 2 main factors, which is Vader on my right, Sidious on my left. Because if saying that, Sidious predicted the market where this is key to making money in trading. Because if you want to trade, you want to whack like a huge number, you must know where it will go. If you know where it will go, you just pump, you just sit down and it will go there. And you will gain your gains, no problem. Right, so in the second one we go will be Sensei. Vader gives me the ICO of choice without a doubt. Without a doubt, I do not have to go into details. I would just listen like, oh, Sensei gave me, like he's talking about, I'll give you an example, Quark chain, which went up to 20 to 30 times. So you can still go in there, even though you miss the ICO. I will teach you later how I take profit in ICO that I miss. Okay.
So again, what he said is very important. Who is Das Sidious? Das Sidious is our father.
Our
father,
stepfather.
Our stepfather, our godfather.
Godfather.
God. If there was no God, he'd be the God. So he's a very rich man. He sent all his 6 children to Le Rosey in Switzerland. It's like the most expensive boarding school in the world. It's like where all the children of all these kings and Saudi princesses go to. And you know, naturally, when you are in touch with someone like this, he knows a lot of things that we don't know. Now, having said that, he is not a trader. Das Sidious was formerly a venture capitalist, so he invests for the long term. So he knows, in general, he knows the trend, but he doesn't trade in the trend. But pretty much what Sidious says comes true. You don't know when, but you know it will happen. That's why I said what Wolf said was did was very simple. He just waited for the pump to happen. That's all. Okay, it wasn't really complicated. So those of you who were thinking here of the Fibonacci ratio la, the MACD la, the slow stochastic, the fast stochastic, the cloud and all of that, that's not it. Which is why, and you should be happy, right? Oh, that's how he made 56 times. That's why I cannot make 56 times. I see too many clouds. I confuse between the cloud on here, the Ichimoku cloud, and the Nimbus cloud out there, right? So this is how you do it. So one single pump, but the thing is, he took advantage of it. I was waiting for it, okay? Because when it happens, let me tell you, a crypto pumps happens very fast. It pumps and then it goes down again. So you have that window to really take action, okay? So again, those of you there, and I can tell you that another story that I promised to tell you is that in January, before we had Jemaah Vader had our open house, I had a session there on exiting. Okay, it was an exit plan session, and Das Sidious at that time said, and I told everyone, Das Sidious at that time said Bitcoin would go to 5. At that time it was 14. Okay, that time was 14,000. So if you look at any chart and you look at seasonal patterns, that was not supposed to happen. And I think a lot of people didn't believe it, but it did. Okay, it did. It went down to like 5.8 lah, you know, which is pretty much kan. But and this is why our advantage here is we have Das Sidious. So Das Sidious provides the certainty that what he says is going to happen, and you just trade on that. It's not even called trading.
Yes.
It's called obscenely making money. Okay, continue. We'll continue now.
All right. So as I said, I had Sidious on my right and then Vader on my left. I also have the fifth wave in my mind, which I will explain in a bit. And luck and chance by my side. Okay, for those of you that are Muslim, I would advise you not to pray to God to ask for a good, wait. Let me rephrase this. If you want to be rich, please do not ask God blessing for you to be smart so you can become a scholar and then become somebody rich from that. Because when you ask for that, you will ask for tests. Because before you succeed, you must finish your test first. Then you will succeed. So in my case, I put my hands together and I asked for a chance. Rather than asking me to be somebody great, somebody this, I asked God for a chance. Just one chance.
Hey, Buntat ada sini dah. See, Buntat is our guy who has all these sayings. Can you put this in our formal sayings poster? Yeah, you're right. He's right. I think he's right. That's a good one. Yeah. Do not ask for money. A lot of people that are doing wrong, they ask for money. I think you're right. Ask for a chance from God.
Ask for a chance.
Yes. And then at that time, please remember this, you have to be in a super peak state to take advantage. But if you do, you get 56 times.
Yes, exactly.
In fact, he didn't do well, you know. At the peak, he was about 300K.
I lost 200K.
He lost 200K, guys.
Did you know
At the peak, he was 300K. So we could have come with a story with about 156 times. But he is a failure.
I am a failure, and I'm proud to be one. I'm proud to be one.
Because you know why he's proud to be one? Because now he just asked for another chance, and if God will definitely give him another chance, and this time he's going to go for 200. That's why I said, to him, he needs only 20K to be good enough. I'm sure he'll get the 50 times. He's already $1 million. He should make $1 million to $1 million 1.5 the next round, easily. Continue.
All right. So going on.
It's still available, right?
Hopefully.
I mean, there could be some good.
Yeah, I'll consider. We can do our meetups. I can consider. So basically, I did not do out of like all those Fibonacci and all those things. I only have 5. I call them crazy steps because nobody does it. And within JDV formula, it's actually banned to do what I did. I have very small portfolios. Most of you would go 10, 15, 20 portfolios. I go 4. Let's say I have 10,000, it's only 4 portfolios, or maybe 5. If I want to hodl, maybe 6. That's my portfolio. I don't put more than that. Because if you have a large spread, well, more chances for you to get the gains, but less chance for you to blast your capital. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, so the first step is to always swap your ETH to USD when my heart feels like it's on a peak on that week. Okay, I'll show you how do I evaluate that.
Converting to USDT, you can do that. Okay, you can convert to US dollars, right?
So let's go to coin market cap. Okay, I do, on the first month, I do a daily basic trading of like what? Every 5 hours to 1 day, I would buy and sell. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so right now, as you can see, right now we are here. We are at, you know, just a dip. If you can go a bit more, we just shot up from somewhere. From my methodology, I do not use any maths or anything. I just go back to the big picture, and then I see if will it drop, will it go like CDSA, will it go to 5K? I think there will be a small rebound of a 5%. At least it has to go around 6-9. It has to go 6-8, 6-9. Then it will drop if it wants to drop. Because whenever there's a rise, there's always a fall. Where there's a fall, there's always a rise. That's always happens. Right. So in my conclusion, this would, you know, it would take it would go for a bit, stop, and then it will fall again, because this will go to 5,000, because I still believe in CDS saying. So that's one of my explanation. Okay, going further into number one, ETH and USD in Binance. After you have gained your profits on altcoins, like, okay, you trade altcoins on Binance, or after you've gotten your profit, you swap it to ETH, but from there you turn the table by swapping to ETH, and here's the timing of the market. Okay, I'll explain this elaborately. Okay, you already take your profit from Cardano, from let's say from whatever coins, you turn it to Ethereum, but in my game, I turn it to Ethereum, I convert it to USDT straight, because I look at the chart and I see that Ethereum is low right now. Like, okay, I'll swap it to USDT, I'll wait for 2-3 days. When it balances back up, then I'll sell it at the point when it's high. So basically, I do a lot of swap tradings, a lot, maybe, yeah, 3-5, at least 5 trades in one day, 5 trades. Okay, so always take your profit, convert to USD, so you have another bullet to score. I take daily profit of 5 to 10, and then I went better to 20, maybe more, and I reinvest that capital, which becomes bigger. So my initial 10% was $20, later went up to 2,000, and gradually went up and went up.
So for you guys who are familiar with traditional trading, this is pyramiding in the position now. Okay. Pyramid. Now what we never do, that I told you guys never do, never average down. You can get killed. You pyramid up. Because if it's going for you, you bet more, bet more, bet more.
Exactly.
You gotta get out.
Yeah, exactly.
See, a lot of people, the problem is you are overcome by emotion. You want to stretch it out to 1 million. Don't ever do that. Even he made a mistake that at 300K, his mistake was not coming out at 300K. Like, nobody gets out at the peak, okay? It's impossible. His mistake was not getting out at 200K.
I waited.
He should have got up at 200. You understand or not? Because he went 2K to 300K ringgit. 300K ringgit. Once it jatuh 200, you say, I'm out. I'm chilling.
Exactly.
Yeah. See, this is the problem, that he doesn't have a girlfriend. So we want him to have a girlfriend, so next time the girlfriend can start it. You want to get married?
Yeah, can, but the margin.
You cannot do that.
Yeah, you cannot.
You cannot lock unless you have.
Correct.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. So what I do is, I do something, okay, what I do is, easy explanation, thank you to Encik Badrul. What I do is, I play like Forex. I play like Forex, but on crypto. Try do it yourself. Well, basically, you spread your portfolio into 4 or 5, invest how much you want, and then when you see green on one portfolio, exit terus. Exit, and then you transfer that profit into an ICO that is already on a low. I'll explain that right now, I guess. Okay, what I'm talking about is, let's see, Tron, and then let's see Cardano. Okay, what I was talking about, right. So let's say we set somewhere, okay, on 4th of April of Cardano is 16 cents. Okay, 4th of April. So here we see it's on like around 4th of April is around 3 cents, right? So basically that's a big drop lah. So what I did was, okay, I put, okay, on 4, I put let's say $500, and then after 2-3 days it went up here. I didn't went on a peak, that's impossible, like Sensei said. So somewhere around here I sold it, and then I go look for an ICO that is on the same day, but it's not stable. I mean, it's not together with everything. It's like, pelik lah. Why is it so low today? Let's say like Tron went to 0.025 cents, and for me that was like, what just happened? So I transferred the profit from one portfolio to a dropping ICO. So when it gains up, well, it kind of work, because they are stable coins. They tend to go up and down. So I just move, bila dah untung, I cabut pergi dekat yang ICO dekat bawah, and after yang dekat bawah tu naik, I cabut pula, I masuk pula ICO yang dekat bawah. That's how I started with my small capital lah. The big capital I'll go on later.
Okay, any questions?
Any questions?
Tanya. Don't be shy.
Tanya. Don't be shy. Ask.
It's a new methodology that we have to go through.
So what time? Your time check apa? 1 hour, hourly?
Yes. Okay. Yes. This is a reminder. My type of trading is how do you say? I am always on my laptop lah. I go back home. Hello, sorry about that interruption.
Ada haters. Oh, kami ni sekarang ni banyak haters lah. Kami terlalu popular.
Okay. Okay, so as what I was saying, so short, I think takut pening sangat nak faham. Okay, let's say you ada 5 portfolio. You invest in 5 portfolio, satu naik 20%, I sudah exit. I don't take 2 times, I don't take 10 times or whatever. I take only 20%. I take 20% and then I find an ICO, let's say Cardano. Cardano, if you dengar, Cardano right now is 12 cents. Would you hit that? Can anyone answer me? If Cardano is at 12 cents, it falls. Can anyone hit that? Yes. Okay. Thank you for your response. I did that. When I saw something was, apa ni? That's my time to buy. That's when I put a big amount lah. So at first I started at 20%, maximum 25% lah. Ada lah 50%, but I wouldn't like to talk about it because sakit hati. It will better to get 2 times, but 50%. So I peg my keuntungan or profit to 20% lah, mostly trading, because I want to get out. I don't want to hold and then jatuh, naik, jatuh, jatuh. So yeah, naik, jual. Beli kat bawah, naik, jual. That's my position. Okay, that is simple lah. That's on ETH and USD lah. And then moving on to altcoin. Okay, altcoin ni, you got this one. I cannot show you unless you are personally there. I cannot show you. I try to look for some of the coins. I tak jumpa price. But when the market crash, I'm not joking, yeah. If you, let's say you bought Cardano or no, you bought let's say Effect or CPX or Effect AI during the sideways market, it was okay. But suddenly the market dropped. You punya CPX from 15 cents become 9 cents or something like that. Okay, do not panic. Try to check it with NEO. Did it go bigger? Because some ICO, it dropped in price, but peg with NEO, dia lagi tinggi NEO dia. So what you do is, you convert it to NEO. You convert it to NEO, you store it, you hodl it, and when the price of Ethereum or NEO jumps back up, when the pumps comes back up, you sell right over there. So
NEO dengan Ethereum pump 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Double.
So convert them to ETH or NEO, wait for the pump to rebuy your alt or ICO or cash out lah to USDT, whatever, and make your score. For you to profit on this time, is you need to hodl a bit, not hodl, I say 1 week holding lah, because you need for the stable Ethereum and NEO to pump back up. So that's my second way. So when you have a crashing market, do not panic. Sometimes you get more Ethereum, but in order for you to untung from that Ethereum, you have to wait a bit lah. So that's this is yeah, it's like it is trading, but will increase your tokens. I'm not sure how, but when you do this, your token will increase. Let's say I made a profit of 20%, my 1,000 token will be 1,002, and then I exit, and then it falls down. I buy it again. It went up to 20%, so I get another what, 1,004, 1,005. Then I exit, I masuk balik. That's just simply my rotation. No, not hard. I am a chef, as I said. I am not a mathematician, and my math is sometimes bad. Sometimes it's 3 times. I say it's 2.5 or 6. I don't really have a good math. Bad math. Oh, you rempit lah. Okay, so the first one and second one is mainly not beginners to say, but very simple. You just have to be very, very detailed and focused in what's going on, and then you boleh sedar that you could make money over there. Okay, 3, stocking decentralized market. This is one of my favorite type of way of making money. What is stocking decentralized market? It's basically you just going on a decentralized market like EDEX market or DDEX or whatever, whatever floats your boat, basically. Okay, you just sit there, watch some YouTube or reviews of anything you want. Just be on your laptop and always do this. I'll show you what I do. I go to DDEX market.
King of ideas. He's king of DEX, man.
I actually make big monies on ICO, but I do the trading. Yeah. So what I do is I go to DDEX market. I go to change, and when I see big reds, I like big reds. I love falling knives. You should not do this. You should not try this at home because it's very risky because my portfolio is small and I play big risk. Okay, so first you take an ICO that you favor within the reds. That's my cara lah, if you want to say. So I go to ethos. So it's down by 38%, and you got to check. Okay, this is actually a good buy. It's actually a good buy. So it's so down here, but you need to remember, in decentralized, you must have an order. You must have an order. So the price, last price, they kata 0.0026. And then the available price that I want to buy is 0.042. So it's double from that. So jangan kena kencing with this red color. Just because it says 40% down doesn't mean there's available for you to buy. Because that's why you have to be alert. Sometimes people sell, you sempat untuk grab the opportunity. Grab the opportunity, like one time, Bidiv is here, right? Like one time I asked him on EOS, this is no joke, I kind of messaged him.
Bidiv made 70k without capital.
Yay, tak ada duit.
But he's married.
So there was something happen. I'm sure Bidiv can recall this. I was in DDEX. I was on the DDEX market, and then suddenly EOS went up to, the price fell up to 0.014, something like that, 0014 ETH. I'm not mistaken. It's so low that I asked Bidiv, it's like, is this even real? Is this even like, because if I buy right now at this price, 0.0014, if I sell to the market last, what's the last price here? Let's see. If I sell to the market at 0.004, that's already what? Nearly 2 to 3 times my initial. I just buy, sell terus. I already get 2 times. That's what I mean by stocking the market. Because on the decentralized market, for people to sell their coins, they need to put their price. Imagine if someone 4 in the morning, very tired, want to sell one Bitcoin for 50 bucks, or maybe tertekan tidur atas laptop, tertekan sell. You'll be the lucky one to whack that. As I was for EOS and Zcoin. Zcoin is another story lah, that was in Binance. EOS, I made 2x, not in 1 minute, in 1 click. I just click buy on EOS. I got the order. And then I sell immediately, I get 2x. That's what I mean by stocking the market. Means you're alert with the market. You asyik tengok je, you do this. So yeah, you just like scroll around, see, do some research on ICOs, and sambil tu just look around on the price, because as you heard, I was doing trading, so I trade. Okay, so that is about stocking the centralized market. Sometimes they are dumped or even mistakenly sold of ICOs by a ridiculous amount. Be sure there is a seller or order. ICO are risky, therefore choosing the right one. Sensei Vader come in place. So I have no problem always in choosing my ICO, because I always do his videos. I make his all his YouTube videos. So even if I'm lazy to do my study, when I'm doing his video, I'm listening in my unconscious mind what he's talking about. And then when I want to buy something, it's like, hey, like I feel that voice is over there. Yeah, because the videos I do is half an hour. Imagine if I rewind the video like 10 times. Of course, I'm gonna get in like more info on ICO. Why is it successful, and why is it a good buy? Okay. All right. So, okay, the fourth one is grab the falling knife of a good ICO. Sensei taught us not to do this, right? But I've got nothing to lose. As you can read here, you can gain big profit within hours, sometimes minutes. Do not try this at home. You might cut yourself. You might cut yourself. At this time, I take opportunity to pump my money into ICO. When you look at the prices of a good ICO on decentralized exchange, sometimes there would be a major summer with stocking the decentralized summer, but grabbing a falling knife is a bit different. I can show you something real on effect that I'm untung dalam sekelip mata juga. Sekelip mata untung, not I didn't have to hold or wait.
He invested in effect because of the pretty girl. You know, right?
Okay, so I'll show you effects AI. I'll show you a major dump that happened during the, yeah, it went back up. Okay, let's scroll in. It was during the release of, no, actually it was somewhere around, yeah, it's here. As you can see that, okay, this candle is here. Why is down here? Because somebody sold it at this price. Somebody sold it at this price, and I was able to wait. Sorry. It was at CPX. Sorry, because I remember this story. Zul Hafi was beside me during this thing happened. It's not Effect AI. I'm sorry, I was mistaken. It's CPX because Zul Hafi was there with me. Okay, I'll show you on the dump. Yep, it's somewhere around there. So if you can see, it's here. Okay, you can see this dump, right? This dump, it does not last 2-3 hours, okay? Sometimes it even lasts 2 minutes. So the only person who can get the opportunity to click buy is the person who is refreshing his trade markets on and on, like me. Like I had a fight with the Jale Syndicate. I say like I refresh coin market cap every 1 minute. I must go to coin market cap, refresh. Tengok the price change. So yeah. So there was another story over there where Zcoin happened. Zcoin was a crazy dump and pump and dump actually, because it did not happen on the decentralized market. It happened on Binance.
Yeah.
Binance
and coin market cap.
Correct. He caught the wave down. Now that similar thing between EFX or no, it says it's CPF, but EFX and Bitcoin both have pretty girls. I'm just telling you guys the thing, okay? That's how he made his ICO evaluation. Hey, got pretty girl or not in the Telegram? Oh, you stalked the girl. You stalking the girl, you stalking the coin.
Okay, guys, let's go to Zcoin, right? Okay, on the day that happened, it was around, I think it was around here, May. It was around April to May. Okay, you can see nothing. There's no pump here. So I made a profit on this pump, but it's not here. But on that day, pada hari itu, saya tak tahu kenapa, chart coin market cap macam ni tau. Do you see this? It's like this. And bila saya tekan, bila saya pergi ke Binance, harga dia masih lagi di bawah sini. As I said, it went up like that, right? Coin market cap, Tapi dekat Binance, dia still 28 USD. But in coin market cap sini dah naik I think 120 to 200. Dia tak tulis sini. Nobody believe me. I had to go into an argument. I had to open my account, screenshot this, screenshot that, and I'll show you a proof lah that
Nobody believed him. You know?
nobody believed me.
They're quite sad.
However,
last week after he showed his real bank account, everybody believed him.
okay.
In fact, if he says he's a guru from somewhere in the Kashmir, you would also believe him.
Okay,
now there's too much belief. Last time nobody believed him.
Yep.
It's an incredible story, you know, because I didn't believe him. Guys, you guys didn't believe, a lot of people in the believe of Zika. He was crying, dude.
Yeah, if you can.
He was crying on that day, man, because no one believed him. But look at him now.
Yeah, so basically this was the talk. There was a talk, so I managed to take it. Can you see that red line? It is on Binance, tapi dalam coin market cap tak ada. Do you see that red line?
Right.
I bought down there. This red line is a candle where is a dump lah. So meaning it existed. So meaning ada sahih. This is not my drawing, this red color one. The red color drawing is mine. This sell. So 0.073 I buy, and I sold 0.1476 ETH. That's the difference that I sold at. So
and I confirmed that with Sandra of Zcoin the next day.
Yep.
Because there's so many people that believe him, you know, I said. But it was real. That's why I said in crypto, you have to have an open mind. There are always new ways to do things.
Yep.
So we need to learn from each other rather than shutting off our minds. Okay?
Exactly. I do we chat together, but that I still remember who argue with you. So yang tahu-tahulah. Okay, so basically that's grabbing the falling knife. And then lastly, this is my end game before I tutup buku on my 100,000 ringgit game. Jumping in ICO, I missed. Still profit 2x.
Correct.
2x minimum at least.
Correct.
Huaqian 2x. Sold 2x. What else? Trazia 30%. And then it went down like hell. If you bought it back again and then went back up to the normal state, you got at 2 times over there. So initial, I'll explain why, because when you jump in ICO, okay, for example, sold, listed, and if you buy, you could make 2x and sell after some time. JDV students can verify that. I think JDV students saw the sold thing going on. And then waiting for a good ICO to be listed. When it's open to buy, you buy straight away. Don't give a time or whatsoever. I'll show you on 2 trends of a good ICO. Sometimes it lists, it goes shooting up and then it falls. Sometimes it falls and then it just pick the pace back up and whacks you all to the moon. So there's 2 trends. So you gotta be careful on what's gonna happen, because on ICO is very, very volatile and you can burn all your stakes here. This is where I burn my 200k. If you want to know, it's not on Binance. I burned 200k on decentralized market.
It's funny, you know, when I was in a meeting with the company this morning, I said that, you know, people in the crypto world are very different. They're very young and they have lots of money. So he burned 200k. I just was telling a company today that crypto is about it's about meritocracy. I told them of a story that of a guy who burned 150k. Welcome to the club. But they still make, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. When they say they burn, it's not like they burn with regret. They burn that. Damn, I burned that. I could have had another Lambo.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, right?
I'm a proud failure.
Yeah, he's a proud failure. So in crypto, the failures are proud failures.
Yes, I am a proud failure.
So you guys gotta have your gotta tune your minds, you know, gotta be in a peak state to be a very, very dignified failure. You're proud to fail because you know you get another chance to multiply. And after that, I'll draw you the new framework.
Okay, so waiting ICO to be listed when it's open for a short while and sell. That's how you get a solid 2x. If you wait, you could get more, but it may drop more as well. It may drop 50% because when you tend to wait, you're not there because you're waiting. So when you open the website, suddenly, oh, shit happens. So when you trade, I pretty much say you need to be on your laptop, not go anywhere. Watch YouTube and, well, it's kind of lifeless. That's why I don't have a girlfriend. I'm always on my laptop. Yeah.
In due time.
Yeah, in due time. So remember, the decisions you take always matter.
Woman, please don't tackle him. Tackle him when he's declared to the 1 million. Better outcome.
Okay, so actually that's all I have to share. That's all I have to share, and I'll just go through you some of the coins I profited. So these are the coins that I profited in total. And all of these coin cuba teka. Siapa sebut, siapa yang bagi tahu suruh beli, Sensei juga. Tell me, did Sensei not tell you to buy any of these? Well, adalah one or two of them my personal choice. But in here, I think 70% to 80% is Sensei's choice of due diligence.
Now you know why Sensei is Anugerah Tuhan.
I do not need to go study. I do not need to go study. Even though Sensei says study. When I do his videos, I'm already studying unconsciously. Yep.
Yeah, what he said is important, you know, because again, coming back from Tony Robbins' course and spending total of 50K like 2 months. Now I understand that, you know, in your mind, you have the conscious and you have the subconscious. And what I realized from Wolf is, because he's doing my video, it wasn't his conscious mind that's working, it's his subconscious that's working. That got him easier into a peak state. Another thing that got him into a peak state, I didn't realize it, you know, we always complain here that the aircon in common ground is so cold.
It's a factor.
But that thing actually attunes your subconscious, because that's what Tony Robbins told us. That's why you go to Tony Robbins' course, he sets the temperature down so cold because he said it's easier to brainwash you. So, can we start selling aircons to them? You want to buy we'll make it cold.
Aircon JDV.
Aircon JDV, yeah. So when you get your seat, there's a challenge here for all you guys. It's not to get your conscious working. That's easy. How do we get your subconscious here working? And that is only done to space repetition again and again and again until it becomes part of you, until your mind is filled, and then it works beautifully. Okay, it's really beautiful.
So basically, these are the coins that I have profited. 80%, 85% maybe are all Sensei's choice. Only 10% is my choice. Like I'd say Holo token. That's only choice, and that only went up 2x. And the other one this was a big score that went 3.5x. This is my biggest score. My biggest score is ELF 3.5x. Lain semua only 2x. I only try to keep it. I minimize my risk because it's so volatile. Because if you hodl more than 5 hours, you could untung and then go back to where you are. Untung, go back to where you are. So I kind of see that pattern. So I cabut before I go back to the place where I am before, so I can move forward and forward. All right, coins I've blown. Actually, these are the coins I've blown. Not much, but including the coins I traded. Including the coins I've traded. So sama juga di sini. So fuel, CPX, gas, Ripple, NEM, Centra coin. This is the biggest loss. I lost here 90%. And my portfolio was around, what was it? 1K. USD. How do you feel? 1K USD loss when my capital is so small. I went mental for a day or two. Mental. Because it lost. It didn't even went back up. The coin got delisted or unlisted or whatever you call it from Binance or whatsoever, because it was a scam ICO company. So I got slaughtered there. But luckily it was only 1K USD. Right. Okay. So you guys are a bit puzzled, right? So before I finish on this, I'd like to show you my proper story that I tried to recalibrate, that I remember, and I opened my account to watch it. So let's go into my story for a bit. So I'm just going to read it to you and explain it to you to a bit, and pretty much this is the wave that I carried, and after that Sensei will be will take
this one we're sending to the film production. When you make, yeah, you want to do this. You're going to send to film production. You know, you make 10 million. You know, put story of me and my girlfriend.
Boleh Sensei.
Boleh kan?
So I started back investing in Bitcoin 1st of March, the first day of my job with Sensei, because I was hired the day before, no, 2 days before, I think. I was hired only 15 minutes. I met Sensei Shukri because I had a business proposal that had to do with Bitcoin. I was saying, like, why not we open up a wallet in Malaysia so we can charge people transaction fee. We just charge transaction and jangan kacau daun orang. But actually, Sensei Vader have a bigger and much crazier idea than that. And I took that idea, I made that idea happen from 2K to 100K. Who else can ever do that? Only by following his modules. I didn't follow like my heart. Well, I followed my heart on the buy and sell, but the graph I follow Sensei. The ICO, the graph I follow Vader. I follow Sirius. The ICO I follow Sensei. Enough. What else do you need? Okay, on 1st of March, I invested 1,000 ringgit, which is approximately at that time 250 USD. I spread my portfolio into 4 actually, not 5. 4. Every 1 or 2 or 3 days, I would buy something and I would sell already lah. I don't hold it because I will take 10 to 20% in a day or 3 days. It will raise gradually lah. So around 18th March, after half of a month passed, I managed to get double my gains, not through hodling, through day trading, because sometimes you can get a good gain, sometimes 25%, sometimes even 30% if you're lucky. Like EOS went up, like skyrocket suddenly, and it's in your portfolio, so therefore you have more gains on that. So this is just a rough explanation on how much I got. All right, okay, so I had around $500. At that time, I still need to, because I saw that the more capital you have, the more you can gain in cryptocurrency, but at the same time, you can lose everything in a blink of an eye. So I did this this thing that I didn't like about it, because I had to loan from my father another 1,000 ringgit, which is not my money. And again, so it's like 2,000 ringgit already, and it's like my whole salary of a month's salary. I put all in. I didn't put 30% of my savings, 70%. Yeah, because all my money is in the market. So I went all in. I just whack everything in. Saya campak semua duit saya dalam. Okay, this time around, pada 18 Mac, saya nampak Cardano. Oh, sorry. Saya nampak Cardano dengan Tron ya. Went down to 13 cent and Tron went down to 2.5 cents, 2.4 cents lah, 0.24 cents. So it's a low for a long time. Kita tak nampak harga ni dah lama. So at this time I had 2 big portfolio lah. I beli 250 of each. I beli 250 on Cardano I beli 250 on Tron, and then I beli 250 on ontology. At this time, ONT. So at this time, okay, right. My Cardano and Tron double in 5 days. My 500 became 1000 USD in 5 days. This one I hodl. This one I didn't trade. Some reason lah, I got like not. Maybe I was a bit tired because from small and then become 1000. So I 1000, relax sekejap lah, rehat sekejap. So I hodled it and then went 2 times. So and then it went to up to 1000 USD. So I ada 1000 USD. Ada lagi 250. I bought some ontology ONT because I had some chit chat with BDiv. He told me about the coin, and at that time I remember that the coin will be providing like a dividend type of they provide dividends for the stakers or the holders of the coin. So when I heard that, it's like, oh, it's like NEO. So if NEO went up, why didn't it went up? So I kind of went in late. I beli lambat actually. BDiv told me to buy at $1. I bought at $2. And then I sold at $4. I bought at 2 USD. I sold at 4 USD. That's only 2 times. If I would have listened to him earlier, I could have made 4 times. No problem. 4 times, and then still I didn't listen. Okay, at that time I sold it, and then BDiv he messaged me again. It's like, have you sold your aunt? And then I said yes. Like, okay, this is just another tip. There's gonna be something happen. He didn't tell me anything. He just said there's something gonna be happening with aunt. And when I heard that, I said, BDiv, okay. I went to buy it again at $4. I buy at $4. This happened in dalam 2 minggu kot. Dalam 2 minggu from $1, it went up to $10. Did you know? $1 to $10. Somewhere around that. So I bought this, and again, so here is 2x here, 2x here. This is my first ever big 2x lah. And then ontology as well. This one is a crazy one. So my 250 USD. So I had 750, right? 250 Cardano, 250 Tron, 250 ontology. This one went 5. This one went to 1,000. This is all in USD, not ringgit. I started from a low, okay, from 250. You rise, you take your baby steps, you will reach there for sure if you take your baby steps. Okay, let me just clear my drawing. Right, so after that is my 250 initially became 1,000 USD. So by that time, by the 1st of April, I opened my account and I already have 2,300 USD. 1st of April. I started, on this day, I started jumping in ICO on decentralized exchange. Sebelum ni, I tak pernah buat langsung. I was only on Binance. I was a noob. I'm a newbie. Newbie Scoobies. So I went on to ICO because Zul Hafi cucuk I. Yeah. What are you doing on Binance? Go on ICO lah, 5 times, 6 times. And then he showed to me Tomo coin. He put 0.5 ETH, right? It went up to 5 times. 5 times, 2.5 Ether. So at that time I was like, FOMO lah, oh yo, macam mana ni? Oh, I have to go in as well. I have to go in. Terlepas nanti. Okay, so my baby steps were Effect AI, and also I didn't write here, it was CPX lah.
Yeah, I remember in fact the first day at 70 you bought it.
Yeah,
During the
Sensei was there to verify this stuff. What happened was, okay, I started, yeah, huge gains here. I managed to buy Effect AI at 0.007 neo when price is actually 0.0009. Zol was there, Sensei was there, and
it went up a couple of hours later.
yes, it went up very fast. And then I asked, at first I asked Zol, it's like, alamak, jatuh a lot lah. What should I do? Zol with the most optimistic behavior. He did not see, oh, jual, no. He said, oh, jatuh, belilah. So I did that.
It was the goal.
So I did that. I bought it. In 1 hour, I was still in office. I sold it back, and I already profit yeah, 2x. I profited, not 2x lah, roughly 1 point something, but it nearly 1 neo became 1.8 neo, so 80%. Sensei was there to verify this. All right, so 20 to 30% in a blink. Example, someone in the market. Okay, I've explained that at a low price. I bought. Okay, I've explained that. Okay, coming to the 5th of April, this day alone was, my capital was 300 USD, because at this time, my 10% is already $200-300. You know that? 10% is already $200-300. So it's easy for me to push that capital up and up and up. Remember, I have around 3, maximum 6 portfolios. Do not follow this. This is not Crypto Night punya module. This is Wolf module. So kalau salah, you salah kat I. Jangan salah kat Sensei. This is crazy module. Okay, 5th day alone, my capital was around 3,000 USD, because I realized that if I'm alert in the market, I could make 2.4x in less than 10 minutes. What happened? Zcoin happened. It's on the 5th, somewhere around this lah, 5th to 6th to 7th to 8th happened. A pump on coin market cap, but Binance haven't adjusted. As I said just now, coin market cap dia naik, boom, dia tembak. But Binance, nothing, tak ada apa jadi. So I pun macam skeptical, what should I do? And then after 2 minutes looking at Binance, from $20 it shot up to $35 in 1 minute or so. I FOMO. I tengok coin market cap was around $150 to $200, you know. Even though it doesn't say it now, I still have proof back then that it went up to $120. So at that time, I just took my opportunity lah. I put in what? 0.5 ETH at that time. Remember 0.5 ETH? 0.5 ETH. I just whack. I showed you just now the graph of the Zcoin, right? Ada merah kan? At that time, I sempat jual. So 0.5 times by 2.4. So I get roughly around 3 lah. Around what? 3 ETH? My math bad kalau salah tegur. So around 3 ETH lah. Well, as long as untung. So I take out. Right. So
we need a math teacher for our group.
Yes, exactly. Please.
Math and English.
Okay. So after I realized this, I started my ICO pump and dump. Okay. A pump on a coin. Okay. I did something stupid. I FOMO in Zcoin at 28 USD, went up to 50 to 80 US dollar, but I managed to sell at 2.4x. Biggest 2.4x. Okay, I managed to sell up. So this is another story. Within this month as well, my biggest gain ever was from L. This one is, I bought it at 0.5, went up to $2, but I sold it at 3.5. I know that's supposed to be 4, right? But I sold it at 3.5. 3.5 because nobody sells it at the peak. Nobody sells it at the peak.
You see, he doesn't even calculate. So those of you that know how to calculate should do better than him. 4 times 2.
4 times 2 is 8.
You see, he took a long time. He repeated it again. So you that knows how to do calculation should do better than him. But that's why I will tell you afterwards how you can be like him, lah. Okay.
Okay, so I got ELF. This was in Binance, not decentralized. This was back in Binance. I dumped $500 on ELF. So $500 turned into what? $500 became 1,700. 1,700 plus, no, this is not 2,500, plus around 3,000 lah. So after that month, I was already having 6K USD. I did not cash out yet. I still played around until this day comes. Until 30th of April. Okay, from here to here, I didn't make a lot of money. Okay, I didn't make a lot of money. This is where I burned a lot of my money. Yeah, I know it's 6K here, but here is 8K, right? But how many days is that? It's nearly 1 month. Dekat sini I rugi banyak sangat during this month because I thought I was at a not peak state. I thought I was good enough at that time. Because I dah buat banyak. Untung. During this month semua rugi. Not rugi lah, untung juga. I managed to get 6,000. And then here. And then 30 hari bulan I got 8,000. So it's only 2K. 2K profit. That's a month. So what I'm saying is actually luck also comes in hand. Okay? Luck also comes in hand. That's why I ask you, bila you berdoa, jangan berdoa di pandai ke apa ke, berdoa untuk berpeluang. Berdoa untuk berpeluang. Sebab peluang tu Tuhan akan bagi peluang. If you nak pandai, Tuhan akan bagi kan ujian dia supaya awak ready betul untuk uji pandai macam saya cakap tadi. So minta ke peluang lah, jangan minta pandai. Nanti minta pandai mesti yang sakit kepala. Okay, so 8,000 here. Right, this is where many things happen after the 30th April, right? I bought good ICO that just got listed. I missed out on ICO, meaning saya terlepas untuk beli ICO daripada website. Tapi saya tidak terlepas untuk beli ICO itu sewaktu listing. Listing tu bila masuk market lah kan. Contoh awak tengok market dia macam ni. Saya masuk di sini tau. This is where I go in. On good ICO. This is where I go in. When it start listed, if it's a good ICO, surely you will get gains here. Okay. Right, going back to that, I bought good ICO, okay. Example was Nexo and Holo token. These two, crazy. Nexo and Holo token, I was with one of our good student, Mr. Johan. I told him that I bought 2 ICOs. It's called Nexo and Holo token. And I was talking to him, talking. Tomorrow we had to meet up again. The next day we meet up, both of my tokens, Holo token and Nexo, went up 2x. And I said at this time I already have like nearly this, right? This. Imagine if I put 2K times 2, that's already 4. And then the other one 2K times 2, it's already 4. So here 8, so 8, so here is 4, 8 times 8 plus 4 is 12. So I had around 12 USD. The more money you have, the more it's easier for you to multiply it bigger. So from this day moment on, I started to buy one. My allocation for trading is no longer 0.1 ETH like last time. Last time Sensei asked, what's your total investment? 0.2 ETH, my total investment tau. Not my one portfolio, my total investment was around 0.2 ETH. Malu tau nak cerita. So went on so at that time I play big lah. To gain big, you must play big. I put 1 to 3 or even sometimes 5 Ether in one place. So if you get 20% or 5 Ether, don't do this. This is what I did. You want to know what I did, right? So this is what I did. It's already 1 Ether. And I said 20% can be done within a day. 20% a day. So if I can get 1 ETH a day, why can't I get this? Why can't I even get more? If I could manage to get 1 ETH a day, but you must leverage big lah. You must put in 5 ETH, sometimes 8 ETH. Okay, so by this month, I no longer trade on Binance because I know the market is going to fall. So I play the grabbing of ICO. Remember I told you that I grab ICO on this thing? Oof, means you focus on DEX rather than Binance. Yes, small capital, I focus on Binance because stable. You nak 20%, you nak 10%, tapi you nak 2x. In short term, better ICO on DEX. But remember, you can blow everything in one shot. Imagine if I put 5 ETH in Centra coin. So you play trading in listing ICO index. Yes, I do that. Find a good ICO, and then if it's really good like Blockchain, Sol, apa semua, just steady saja. Just wait for that opportunity to open and then press buy. Press. So that's how. So imagine if I put 5 ETH into Centra coin because I do big leverage, right? Went down to 90%. Sakit hati tengok. Centra coin. This one of my portfolio that got busted, right? But luckily that was around 0.3 to 0.5 ETH lah. Luckily. Tidak mampus. Okay, so from there on, I do my studies pula lah. I need to do my studies. From there on, I did reviewing ICOs, mainframe, that Zol and Sensei taught. I dance with a girl for mainframe, okay? For mainframe, I was.
You're lucky the Pakatan Raya won. I'm not joking. All over him, man.
I was awarded RM6 worth of MFT, 2 ETH worth of MFT. I just made a video, joget sikit, and then hantar. They just asked me for that. I was given, and I was awarded 6,000 ringgit mainframe token.
We don't want to show this because we don't want his father to be shocked. Shukri, I told you to teach him investment, not to teach him how to dance.
So basically, even though in the falling market, there are still ways for you to gain money lah. You could still go on you could still chase ICO that's just been released. You can go for falling knives, but these are risky. These are very, very risky. So if it's a loss, it's on your own lah. You pandai tangguh, you pandai buat, pandai tangguh lah. So I see, means if want to buy on, I must open on wallet by using the hold on wallet or DEX. Kejap. I see. I mean, I'm trying to understand Not that your English is not good, my brain is not good. It means if I want to buy on, I must open on wallet.
His grandma is from England.
No. Bukan macam tu. I must. No. You can hold your tokens anywhere as long they provide with a wallet for you to comply with. Remember this. Which is wiser now, ICO or trade. Right now, wait. Tengok, Bidif dah bagi signal tu. Dia dah bagi signal. Tunggu apa lagi? Listen to him. On wait for mainnet. Okay, so basically, Kishan, you asked me which is wiser now, right? ICO, trade. I've got a better idea. How about I show you how to make 6,000 without any capital? This is the best for this year lah, because we are at the bearish market. Because bearish market, you don't put your money in. You don't put money in. Remember, leverage up, you don't put your money in. So you try to find like free tokens. Find free tokens in this bearish market, and then when it comes, when the time comes, you can just convert to whatever coin you want, and then just boom, whack. Go farm ticket. New listing ICO, buy 2 DEX. Example of good DEX. Wolf, good. Well, I don't go for good DEX or whatever. I just use DEX market or DDEX. I only use 2 of these. Senang because it has like yes, accumulate tokens. Yes, I use eDEX and DDEX saja. I don't use others because I like to keep it simple. You know, I like to keep it simple, straightforward. Siap. That's all. Yes, Leon Woon, win bounties and get other drops. That's the best strategy for now. There's no other best strategy for now, because imagine if you pump money last week, you feel like it's a very low point. Let's pump in last week. You could have lost around 20% right now. Maybe you've gone back up to 18%, but still it's a loss. So this bearish and crazy market, I suggest you to do free tokens only until CDS gives the call. Like CDS always gives the call, and he's always, from my point of view, the sentiasa tepat. Never once he is wrong, from my view lah. That's why I got this. I followed him step by step.
You say because free tokens now can even give you 6K, 10K,
Yeah.
40K, 50K.
70K.
So just think of 70K times 10, 700K. 70K times 50, 3.5 million. Think of that.
Free tokens.
Free tokens. So there is also a way when you put in money. Yes, that's also fine. But I would go with how we do it live. And we'll draw it in the framework on Sunday. So Sunday in the afternoon. So this is the kickoff for our trading class, right? So tomorrow we have a class on trading Forex and trading index. Saturday trading trading crypto. But on Sunday, Wolf is going to come for half a day and we're going to go through this again. Because what we're going to do is spaced repetition. In fact, every week, Wolf is going to come out and explain this to you. Because you know, once it doesn't stick, and we don't have a free replay for non-students for this one, again, so it's only for students. Then you have to do it again and again and again, spaced repetition. That's how you get good. Once is never good enough. Okay, so yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So you know, it's very hard because if you put in capital in a down market, what happens is this: by the time the market comes up, you don't have to move anymore.
With that loss.
Yeah, you understand or not? On the other hand, you have free capital. Do you really care? You shouldn't be complaining because you didn't spend anything anyway. And then you really don't know about this market. For example, that you know. I saw something like Scala, which is Sentinel protocol. Very good ICO finish within 30 seconds and 3 minutes, and yet it fell. So then, so what? My US 5.5K became 4K.
Still,
It doesn't matter to me. I can hodl until the end of time. I don't care. You understand? Or I can take that loss. It's just not even a loss, lah. I can take that 4K, and once it went to 3K, 4K US, and then I can go, but then I have to be an active trader, lah. Then I can use the wolf. So now we have a new methodology called the wolf. And every week we're going to go to this methodology so that you guys get it, okay? Because once is not enough. So for non-students, please remember that this is not a buy call or anything. We're just telling you this, but the story
this is my story.
But for students, we will repeat it. We will repeat it every week. It's going to come out every week for at least when we have class. If we don't have class every week, we only have class like half a month, right? And then he'll go half a day so that you can ask him questions. So your next mission is, and to make this very, very productive, yang belum hadir, the ones who didn't come today, students, please watch the repeat of the show. Do not ask the same questions now because you're wasting his time. Okay, you need to go in and you need to reflect and what to ask him so that you get best out of him on Sunday. Because Sunday is more like an AMA. Okay?
Ask me anything.
So this is a very incredible story because that's why I said in crypto you don't know what's going to happen. You got to keep an open mind. You cannot be like the Jalil Syndicate, guys. Now, the problem with the Jalil Syndicate is this. For those who don't know, he's our hater. He's our hater because this is a group of failed people. So they're actually failures. Now, the problem with the Jalil Syndicate is the mindset. The mindset is close to new things. Now, for me, it's very simple. Although I'm practically God around here, but even I do not know enough. Even I do not know enough. For example, and I was watching wolf trading and all that, and we're going to have a new framework on Sunday, which is called the wolf. See, there's a lot of lesson. I've written it down. Why he is successful. The first thing, you might have not seen this. And this is very important. We're going to go it through again on Sunday. Is he started with very small. There was really nothing much to lose. So it was acceptable to go for the moon. Yeah, rather than having big capital, you go for the moon, you can die. And he told you that, right? He almost died. Okay. Okay, but he lived to tell the tale. Second, he went against the grain. If you know that he was what he was doing, he was breaking all the rules of the book. Every single rule. He was looking after falling knives. Okay, but he was looking after falling knives, which is okay because in crypto, some of the things, and then you have to understand why in the crypto market a falling knife is okay. We're going to tell you on Sunday why, but it's not okay in the stock market, okay? Because that's a different dynamic. Next, you know, he persisted despite a lot of skepticism. And he in a true Jemaah Darth Vader punya attitude here, because you know sometimes we have haters. Unfortunately, my mistake was that when we talk with haters, we provide evidence, and that's not fair because you know the haters can accuse us of 2 or 3 things, and we take like 2 or 3 hours to reply because we always want to show with evidence. It's so like Wolf for showing evidence, right? And the hater can easily attack him for is that true? Is that true? So now what we're gonna do? We're gonna ban all the haters. I don't want you guys there. Simply why? Because you are then denying our group of precious knowledge that could be put. And we want to put it immediately here, okay? Can. Yeah. So next thing is, you know, he's a fast trader. If you notice, he was shifting portfolios, okay? He was shifting portfolios. Getting pumped satu portfolio, when he went down, there was another portfolio, he was shifting it around, in addition to having the USDT in the hedge. And yeah, we're going to design this in a simple framework, and we're going to work this every single week. So now kita ada ni, now basically kita ada ni lah. Again, we have the strategies that use money, and we have the strategies that do not use money. And the strategies that use money, I would say for the long term, is our Maganda. Then here is our second strategy, but this one you have to be active. And you have to go through all your mindset to get correct on Sunday and the following Sunday. This we will call the wolf. Then on our no money strategy, we have the proof of love. And so how do you want to make this work? The best way, I think, is you get your free tokens. If you can get 2K, you can easily multiply that 2K to 100K. You know? If you can get 5K, you can multiply it to 250K. It doesn't mean that you get it. Maybe you're not as fast as him, but you should be able, for 5K, you should be able to generate at least 50.
Oh, dia orang nak check kita ada loan apa kat luar
Better
semua
than him, then you should be able to generate 500 lah. That's what we're saying. Because he did it in a market that was going down. And if you see his gains, it wasn't that much. Imagine if those gains were higher.
Boleh.
I mean, I think it would have reached 1 million easily, easily knowing my knowledge of the crypto market. Okay, any questions, guys? Any questions? So trading index, yeah. So we are going to have I'm going to review again for this all the trading index. Wolf will show you live on Sunday nanti lah. So this is what we do lah, kan? So okay, any questions before, what time is it now? Right, 4:30. You see, see me have met our good timeline again lah. Okay, any questions? So again, for all the students classes on Sunday, on besok kita talk about trading on forex and index. So I want you to know the difference. A lot of people don't know the difference. Crypto is a different story. For crypto, of course, when I put this in Facebook, chasing a falling knife is actually okay, depending on certain circumstances. Stocks, you should never do that because it's a different dynamic. And on Saturday we'll go on trading on crypto and all that. On Sunday, in the morning, we'll probably go on getting the free tokens. And then we'll go on the wolf, and getting the free tokens on the wolf will be kind of like a weekly kind of thing, because that is really to me that is really the most powerful strategy that nobody else has. Nobody else can claim to be able to take free money and multiply it into hundreds of thousands, and that is what we will do. Okay, any questions? Ada apa soalan? So again, you're not going to catch this on one day, but never mind. Wolf is going to appear for next weekend and the following weekend. After that, I don't know. We'll have to work around because I have to go to France in end of August. I don't know, maybe we have class because in early August we probably won't have class because I have to be in France and Malta. Don't ask me what I'm going to France for. It's in southern France. None of your business. You know what I'm going to Malta for, right? You shall not ask me what I'm going to France. Okay, any questions? End of bear and bull. Okay, let me answer the questions quite philosophically. As a winner, okay? Yes, I do. Yes, I do wish. Yeah, that in the morning. Yes, I do teach that. End of bear or bull. Let me answer this in two ways. I think it is going to be the start of another bull soon, but I don't care if I'm wrong because we have a set of methodologies now that allow you to profit in whatever market. Kan? Katalah is not a bull and I'm wrong, and I'm proud to be wrong because if I can get free tokens, if I can follow the wolf methodology, it doesn't matter, right? I already got 50K worth of tokens. So if I can follow the wolf methodology, I come up with 2.5 million. I can do at least 1 million with that, if the market is bad lah. If the market is good, I get more than that. Then I can go on my plane and say, saya dengan ni bersumpah akan berkahwin. Menggunakan currency saya untuk berkahwin dengan Pak Wanita. I don't care, guys. It's very hard when you guys do the thing. Is this going to happen? Is this going to happen? Guys, go and look at, and again, I'm not bantaying everyone. I'm telling you a fact. Go to all the Telegram groups, or 95% of them. There's some good groups, okay? There's some good groups, but most are bad. Sifu, can we buy? Sifu this, Sifu that. Semua sifu. And then what happens? Semua rugi. Menangis, sama-sama menangis, sama-sama sedih. We don't have time to be sad, okay? We only have time to make money. You gotta be in a peak state to make money. So we don't care. And in fact, on Saturday, the class on Saturday is very important. Is we are already preparing for the crash. Although I think the crash is coming on in 2020, we are going to start preparing now, because you know, if you look at Jemaah that bidding class of students, we're always ahead of the curve. See, even now, why we are investing to the ICO advisors and ICO fund is simple, because we can't use some of our tricks 6 to 8 months from now. We know, so we adjust our game. Okay, that's the best I can answer that, because I don't want to go in a situation where, you know, I hope this would happen, hope that will happen. Because as my boss from my sales, Lulula, we were doing a lot of sales, was saying, hope is a bad strategy. Okay? Do you have a strategy that's going to work in the bull and bear? I think that's more important, and that's what we're in now. Okay, so even though we have the wolf as our new strategy this quarter, next quarter we will have different set. We are investing now to do it. Okay, any more questions? Good. Keep the questions. I can even ask the tough questions. Yeah, because you'll be a winner. To be a winner, you have to survive in every conceivable market condition. So to us, it's very simple. When the market is not good, I tak kahwin lah. I still untung kan. If the market is so good, I marry one. If it's a bull, I marry four. There kan. That's my strategy lah. Okay, any more questions? Yeah, I gotta put some humor into this, okay? But really, that's my nila. Yes, I am teaching bounties. Let's see. Yeah, good question, maybe. Good. Let me try and answer some of your questions. Trading, but need to alert about. Yeah, correct. Yeah, it's coming on Sunday, so that's why we're doing this. So again, as I said, our format will be the same. But it's very different, because now we're going for more AMA. Our classes will be more AMA, because we want you to take be more active, and the best way to prepare the class on this weekend, you go and play with IDEX. Then you can make use of him, because I'm sure he wouldn't want to repeat things. We're not going to repeat things, guys. You want to go to this class, the introduction, you have to watch the recording first. So those who aren't here have to watch the recording, so that on Sunday, you whack him with the IDEX thing lah. You tell him lah, Wolf, mana how do we get to see coin market cap, Binance? How do you see all the signals here? How do you know if the thing is you get a false? Now we have a new term, false falling knife. False falling knife. How do you get it? Yeah, correct. Yeah. How long? Yeah, no. Yeah, when it see, okay, good. You see, for falling knife, if you see what your SAFUs tell you, and I'm not saying your SAFUs are wrong, they are correct. If you look at how to catch a falling knife, what do? You find you find something called a hammer, right? It goes like that. You find a hammer or a reversal candle, and you never go with a time that is lesser than 1 hour, correct? The problem is, if you do that in crypto, it's already too late, because the fluctuations are wild. You have to be able to go at that knife when it's about to turn without even knowing if it's going to turn. That one you can ask Wolf on Sunday on IDEX, because there is something that's going on in crypto that allows this to be done, that you can't really do it on stock and forex. On stocks and forex, you really have to wait until that formation of the candle, and it has to be at least 1 hour. However, in crypto, 1 hour is like a very, very long time. Okay, so but the other line, this market is very, very different, and you guys got to understand that. Okay, that's a good one. Yes. Anything else? Our good game plan follow. Yeah. I guess the best way is to follow the no capital model. And I tell you why. If you have some, as I said, Wolf said, it's very simple. Wait for serious signal before you put in capital. I do that. I have a lot of capital on the sideline, in fact. Yeah, correct. That's what we're doing. So with the no capital, you earn something. Now the problem with that, if you earn, see, you need big money to go up. But so you earn something. How can this go to big money? Then you go to Wolf strategy, then it becomes big money, and then you can make it passive. But now it has to be active. So it's good that we have something that goes from no capital to scale with a reasonable capital, And you just ride the wave during the good times, okay? And if it doesn't happen during the good times, it doesn't matter. You still don't lose money, right? How do you lose? You still don't lose. So the importance of not losing money is very important because I'm saying the importance of not losing money is very important. But it's very important not to lose money because when the time comes to take advantage, and there will be a time, you need to be there, you need to show up. Unless you are a very experienced investor like me, then I don't care because I've been to a lot of cycles, but I find that a lot of newbies or no ops, you know, once they lose money, their mind is screwed here, and they can't even do it. And then what they do, and I see this from experience, they spread all the rumors and then we miss. Okay, you miss a lot of opportunities. So we don't want that to happen. The only want to happen is when the time comes, you need to show up. Jangan tidur, because this is crypto doesn't work like stocks or whatever, you know. That's a different kind of story. I think people are very, very confused about these two markets. And the only way you can show up is you have to be in a good state. And if you don't lose anything, I mean, I don't understand lah. If you have zero capital, you get the thing going on and makes 10K or 20K or 50K, how can you not be in a good state? And then you show up, then I think God willing that you will make it with the opportunity. Again, there might be an opportunity that you don't show up, then there is no difference at all. Money now, I think now what the ICO market has shown us, having money is not really a big differentiator, you know. Even a small guy can earn a lot of money nowadays, okay? Whereas having money, sometimes if you can't get into the good ICOs, it doesn't matter anyway, so you won't get the opportunity. And of course, we're doing that now. We're going after private sales. I think we got into private sales in Agora, which was featured on Forbes today. Okay, Agora is featured on Forbes, by the way. We got in very cheap, and I'm going to tell you what's going to happen to Nila, the traditional ICOs. Why we are setting up a fund. If you look at Agora, is on Forbes. It's one of the guys, one of the companies that can change. Okay, that can change crypto. Now, when I got in, it was actually very cheap. I got in at about 20 cents, and at that time the minimum buy was only to go in you have to buy, because of private sale, you need 100,000 ringgit. So to me, 100,000 ringgit, I don't even think about it, I buy lah. Now you want to go in now, they're going to sell you at about 30 cents, which is 50% more than I got, and you need 100,000 US. So you see what happens. The game is changing. That's why we are also adjusting this lah. So the good thing with this is that we go early. Just now I sent in another application for a private round, because in a private round you need a lot of money to do that lah. But then we are doing that to make sure we don't miss out these opportunities later. So we again have the ability nak beli dalam pukal tau. We buy in bulk. And we have to buy early. Not only do we buy in bulk, we buy in bulk and buy early lah. Okay, anything else? Yes, please ask. Anything else? Yeah, good strategy. Hybrid, yeah, hybrid, yeah. So we'll come up with a new framework and see it on Sunday, and we'll do it again every single week, probably until August, and then that should be okay lah. Yes, anything else? Any questions? Ask. So again, remember, we've got class tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday. So not that we want to pack in class, but I won't be around in early August. I don't know. Maybe I won't be around in late July lah, but late July, early August, I will not be around for about, I don't know, two weekends. I don't think I'll be around for 2 weekends. Okay, anything else? So hope you like this. For the students, you can see this on the recordings nanti. Please look at this recording first. That's why we make it 2 hours. 2 hours, you should be able to see the recording, and then on Sunday, go and play around with the decks. And on Sunday, you ask, well, that is the best way to do it. Paid students, no, classes are paid students. Yeah, classes are definitely paid students. We grow. Look, guys, we can't give this to non-paid students, because if not, you will catch out the paid students. You know, you will be bombarding Wolf with all sorts of questions, and you know, for paid students, we have given them to a certain level, so it's not fair for all of us. And also when you pay, there is a certain degree of responsibility that you have to follow the rules. The problem with non-paying is, and we have experienced this before, I'm sorry for this, that sometimes they blame others, because if you don't pay, you have nothing to lose, you blame people. No, your fault, not my fault. But that is not going to make you rich. What's going to make you rich is be very accountable, that when you come to class, you're well prepared. Okay? Yes, any questions? And the good thing is now kita ni again, I've promised, okay, I promised, because unfortunately for crypto, I'm sorry to say this, crypto makes people crazy. I don't know why. Because the FOMO is so hard, you know, you see someone being a millionaire, and then you are not. You kind of like, you cannot think you can be like him, but it's not the case. You have your own story, he has his own story. So what we want to do is reduce the degree of FOMO, and we want to get people to focus on the process. Because if you get people to focus on the process, then your chances of making it is better than people taking unreasonable risks, okay? Unreasonable risks, and we do not want that. Now, having said that, last year, I think at this time, we started crypto in Ramadan last year. I had promised, okay, and you can ask all the past students who were there. I had promised that I said that in June 2018, things will be different. We need to have a new model to do things. And I'm glad that I have been able to deliver my promise. We have a new way of doing things, okay? And you know, some people might say that, yeah, Sensei, but what if I have 100K? Why you ask me to start from free capital? Because from free capital, you can generate the 100K for free, dude. Understand? You can start from 5 and you can go to 100. And that isn't an issue now. So I think now whether you have capital, you don't have capital, it's not an issue. Cuma, if you have capital, I would suggest that we wait until Darth Sidious signal. This is never wrong. Not once. You know, the timing, you see that what he said has pretty much come true. Of course, you can't blame him on the timing, that's a different thing. But whatever has he said, and you followed the thing, even in the worst market conditions, you would have made money, you would not have gotten burnt. That is a fact, okay? Okay, anything else? Thank you. Anything else? Anything else? Yeah, you can ask tough questions, okay? Anything else? So it's interesting, right? It's very interesting that what Wolf did. I think it's a good lesson for us. But for the young guys in crypto, now you see why we are going into many areas, because again, you know, this is a revolution, okay? This is a revolution. A lot of things will happen. We can't predict, okay? We can't predict. So to us, we always change an open mind. We're always thinking of the next. You know, since I've been a trader for a long time, investor for a long time, whatever you call it, or trader, whatever, I know that there's one thing that I always say to people. You know, they always say, Shukri, I know you, I know what you did last time, I copy you, I don't have to go to your class. Fair. But you know what? You can't get the same results by doing the same thing. It's not going to work, okay? Because the markets are always different. So that's why we have to adjust things. Okay, so again, we're proud that we are the first one to introduce zero capital. Our zero capital. So I'm going to put together zero per capital with what we call the wolf. And then you have your 50 to 100K, and then it's easier to Maganda to go to the moon. And that, I think, is the way that it should be, rather than panicking and having all that. Because now we focus more on our mind. We know that we are in a peak state. Have to be in a peak state. That is what is going to make us really successful in the longer term. Okay, anything else? And we see, you know, hopefully we will have our fund management license by September or whatever, and then maybe and maybe, because I have talked to my investors also, and we're going to start our fund. Our fund is going to be 80% ICOs, but 20% trading. So then you can see that 80% will be Maganda, 20% will be the wolf. Oh, the wolf. Okay, any girl wants to know him, I told you, right? I will make sure he goes to dinner with you. One ether. Only one ether, okay? We're gonna put this on Facebook. Special offer, okay, guys. The leader roles. Yeah, Sunday. Leader roles. Yeah, Sunday. We will have that on Sunday. That's why Sunday is more on building the cell. Okay. Yeah, Sunday is more on building the cell. Because this is what we're gonna do. Okay, I'm telling you why, lah. I'm telling you why. It's very easy. If you were to do it yourself on just you were to do it yourself on this free token thing, possible. I'm not saying it's impossible. It is possible. You can sit like 6 to 10K is realizable. It's actually achievable. But you got to be sharp. You got to do good work, and you got to learn how to dance. Where did you learn to dance? Anna. She learned from Anna. We can introduce to you Anna. She's very tall. You learn how to dance from, and you can do that also, and you can make your 10K, and then you can go whack 10K to about 200K, 300K. That's fine. But we also realize that not everyone can do it. So, without capital. Okay, like orang pandai macam Badrul dia boleh buat lah. Yeah, University of Michigan. But not everyone goes to University of Michigan, right? So if you're not there, I'm thinking, well, let's set up a cell of 5. They have different tasks, and that's what we're going to do on Sunday. I'm going to launch it on Sunday. And we start the first cell, and if it works, then there's a second cell, third cell, fourth cell, fifth cell, and whatever. Now, if they go right, and say you get 10K, each get 2K, right? But each everyone get, tak ada orang miss tau. You miss sana, you miss sini. Because if you are no op, if the seniors want to do or not, I'm okay. Because they on the terror. Macam Pomestico, they right, they got 70K. Now that's a different story. This guy knows how to dance. Now he knows the salsa, the samba, whatever. But for those that know of, it's very hard. So everyone gets 2K, then you just follow the work to push your 2K to 20K or 30K or 50K. So it's a better result overall. So I think this is more suitable for the newbies that come in. Okay? Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Okay? Understand, right? Is the wolf? Yeah. He is the most active trader in there are some active runs like Pomestico, they right also, yeah, but go to Pomestico, don't go to yeah, because Pomestico is our Master SAFU is our head of research. So you cakap macam ni lah, see, you guys, okay, when you guys talk about this, I didn't put in, I have to draw this out. Now, when you talk about this, you have to understand, dia macam ni tau, let's draw this out. Dia macam wolf ni, you have don't think of trader as a Superman because it's not. That's wrong. Wolf ni macam ni tau. Wolf ni macam ni tau. Ni tau. Dia macam, this is like a spaceship to the moon. Yeah, I'll use the analogy to the moon. He's the astronaut on the ni tau. He's the astronaut on the spaceship or whatever. But in Houston, we are at Houston. Whether me or Pomestico is in Houston, you nampak tak? He's the driver. So he takes the shuttle to the moon, but we are there to guide him. You understand or not? It's not about Wolf doing everything. Don't get that wrong. Please don't get that wrong. And you go tomorrow and you whack some Doji coin or whatever coin and you get killed.
I always have guys.
You will get killed, okay? You nampak tak? That is a GPS system. Now there are some rules, but when he's up in space, and he needs to survive, and he sees what we cannot possibly see, because I'm asleep at the time to wait. Then we are also okay that he makes his own maneuver lah. You understand that, right? And that is what you really have to understand, kan? Macam dalam F1 juga lah, you guys understand. Okay, understand F1 kan? You macam ni lah, you macam Lewis Hamilton. Yes, Lewis Hamilton is free to drive, but the engineers are all providing him macam of your condition, then you decide what to do. You understand that, right? So that's something that ni lah kita kena ni lah, because ni kan, yeah, that's what it is. It's really up to you lah. But what we find out from him is that to spot and to be a fast trader, you have to be active. Okay. But then the GPS is given to you lah. But again, we are not there. Maybe Pomestico is there, yeah. Pomestico sleeps at 5 AM. I don't know. I have to have my beauty sleep. Okay, any question? Yeah, good question. That's a very good question. I need to put that in so people don't misinterpret this. Because what we do not want is this is like we don't want to be telling like JDB is selling a system. Guys, trading systems don't work.
True.
Yeah, they don't work.
They don't work.
It doesn't work. You need a team to do it. The thing's always changing. Okay? Okay, any questions? Good. Yeah. Yeah, but I guess Pomestito give you what? You talk to 2, 3 a.m. in the morning.
Sometimes.
You see?
Sometimes.
You see?
Well,
so we have a 24/7 GPS. Yeah, because our other guy sleeps at 5.
But when I ask him, I don't go ask him like, hey, what
Correct.
Bitcoin to buy right now?
Correct.
Don't answer.
They don't ask that. You don't ask
ask
that. Jangan tanya macam tu. Because when you do that, you're trying to make us. We're not about that. Okay, we are not about that. That is a big sin. Because when he tells you to buy on, it is a certain fundamental issue that is going to happen. Now you have to go in and decide when and where, because you are the pilot. Because again, when Pomestito does that, he doesn't know your psychology.
Exactly. I pun letih nak jawab.
So we want to go you. So the idea with the idea with Wolf on Sunday is to know how he does it. And if you do it spaced repetition like Tony Robbins, hopefully you will get your mind will be tuned again so that your subconscious can follow. It's not to ask Wolf what to buy. In fact, the recommendations are already in our Discord. Sudah ada. I think Pomestito has done a lot of recommendation that I see is like 90% accurate. But we are not going to tell you buy here and sell here. That is your own psychology, okay? Ini kena penting ni. Tanya. Betul, letih nak jawab. Dia pun cakap, letih nak jawab, tak boleh. Dia dah tahu dah macam mana like mainnet is releasing or whatever, you know, that could be an event. Again, it could be an event that triggers the pump. So, are you going to be ready by then? Whether you're ready 2 or 3 hours before, 1 hour before, I don't know. Depends on your psychology. That's why rather than teaching you that, which really doesn't work, we would teach you that, you know, we would rather give you a GPS and then you must decide. That's why for Sunday to be truly beneficial, you must do your homework. Then he will teach you what to do, and then you can go all the points there lah. But again, anything that is said is not really a buy call. We don't have that in JDB. If we had that in JDB, we'd be dead by now. Mati gitu. Okay, anything else? That's why we're successful, right? You see us doing different things, right? Which the other guys don't do, right?
Outside of the box.
Outside of the box, right? We're totally outside of the box now.
We call it.
Yeah.
Everyone's one way, we are in the
other.
other.
We are in the other way. We are like the contrarians. We do silly things, and because we do silly things, we really push the limits. That's why now we are able to do zero capital trading. Zero capital, and even I think by next year, even our good students that have an understanding of the ICOs can even do ICO consulting, and I think that's great. And why we're adjusting in Singapore dollar, because I think Singapore will be our base. We can't be charging ringgit to people, because you know we also have a multinational team out there in Singapore, and I think they're coming here early next week or later next week. When we're meeting our other partner from the US of A. So you nampak tak? We're not local, guys. We're really not local, you know. I don't want to beat ni lah. I don't want to orang Melayu cakap act kan, but I feel I have to action a little bit now, so that you make a distinction between JDV and others, you know, so you understand our value proposition. Because I think our failure is, I think we have failed to get the message across, because we are bringing ourselves to the levels of the others, which we are not. Okay, which we are not. But okay lah, now at least when I say we're expanding overseas, I can show you the social proof, right? It's not that I go to a picture ada gambar Singapore. I'm in Singapore. It's not like we have a green screen up there. Oh, look, the gambar. I'm in Singapore now. No, I'm actually there. Okay. Okay, guys. Anything else? Haha, we're in the light side. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Oh, well, guys, almost 5. Yeah. Kita book from Kulima. Okay, guys. So again, thank you very much. Ni, pergi book until 5. Okay. So good. So again, guys, for the students attend on besok. So if you're a crypto guy, you attend on Saturday and Sunday, and besok is more for the other traders. Okay, so we'll see you guys on Saturday and Sunday, and I'll come up with Nila. I'll probably finalize my trip to France, south of France, and Malta. I don't even know which airport to go to. Okay, and then we'll tell you about the schedule for the rest of the month. Okay, thank you. Bye bye. Thank you very much. Bye. Okay, and yeah, you can take the discussions offline in the group. Please prepare yourself for Sunday. Yeah, just prepare yourself for Sunday lah. Let's